What's going on, everyone? D. Anthony here with Evolution Traders. In this video, I want to backtest a strategy that I teach a lot here on YouTube. That's using the 20 SMA and also kind of using these momentum drive plays, right? Where we're getting these short-term change in trends. Now, the theory in the model is going to work as follows. If we are trading below the 20 period moving average, the sellers are in control. We want to stay on the side where more participants are kind of going with the flow. Now, again, is this strategy going to work 100% of the time? Of course not. And all depending on how many contracts you're playing, are you looking for a scalp? Are you looking for a little bit of a longer term trade? I've seen it happen dozens of times, right? Where personally myself, I'll get into 3 or 4, 5 mini contracts and the setup is beautiful and it comes down 10, 15 points against me, stops me out, or auto liquidates one of my accounts on an evaluation or something. And then 20 minutes later, it's going in my favor, 50 points. And I'm just kind of sitting there scratching my head like, what the hell just happened? So please, above all, any strategy, it doesn't matter what strategy it is, make sure that you are position sized enough to where you can withstand a little bit of drawdown and allow the chart to kind of either work out in your favor or stop you out at full technical damage. Now, what does that mean? If, for example, you're using the 20 SMA as a hard stop, meaning we close over the 20 SMA, it kind of goes up a little bit, and then we get a candle that closes back below it. That's your stop loss, fine. If you want to use the previous 5-minute candle, fine. So forth and so forth. So let's kind of go over the strategy. We actually got an early setup here early in the morning at 4:40 in the morning. Not a lot of you guys are going to be trading this overnight pre-market session. I know, for damn sure that I'm not, but we got a nice big leg down, right? So we really didn't get any 20 SMA plays off the open, realistically within the first hour to 2 hours of the market. Now, we did get a little bit of a play here at 7:40 in the morning. This was a 22-point range candle. It closes back over the 20 period moving average. The high price is 18,150. The next candle does confirm and goes up to a high price of 18,172. So the range here was 22 points. And you can see here, if you were to take this trade where you should take this trade, and that trade would be somewhere right here, as soon as we start to cross over that high wick using the previous 5-minute candle as a stop, you would be taking profits up here. Now, some of you guys may be thinking, well, how would you know to take profits at the absolute top before it continues on the downtrend? Well, it's very, very simple. You can do one of two things. You can use the ATR, which is average true range. And anytime I'm using the ATR, what I'll do is, let's say, for example, the NASDAQ has a 5-minute average true range of, let's say, 22 points for each 5-minute candle. What I will do is kind of cut that in half, 10, 15 points. If the trade goes in my favor, 10, 15 points, which is, 50, 60% of the ATR for that 5-minute time frame, I'll quickly take my profits off. And I call this more so my scalping, kind of strategy. Now, if you're looking for that true one-to-one, well, if you're going to risk 20 points, like on this particular trade here, you need to get at least 20 points. You would have been able to take it. This trade here is a winner. But again, make sure you have confidence. Make sure you're executing when you should. Make sure you're not hesitating. Make sure you're also stopping out if the trade doesn't work, because I can easily see how someone hesitates to get into this trade here. They get in late, it goes up 5 points and then comes back down to stop them out. So make sure if you're going to take the trade, you got your finger on the trigger, you're ready to go, you know what the hell you're doing, and it is what it is. Now, the next trade setup that happens is a close back below the 20 period moving average. Now, one thing that I want to show you guys here is that after one big leg down, we get an initial dead cat bounce here, about a 40% retracement that fails to put in a high back over prices we were trading at in the pre-market, and then puts in that second leg down. So this is classic textbook: one leg down, dead cat bounce, two leg down. What you would be looking for here is this play here. This is your stop. Any close over your reason why, your entry would be on a following candle that confirms the low wick of this 740 candle, or 805 candle Pacific Standard Time. So below 805 Pacific Standard Time candle, you want to get in when we confirm. That happens here at 8:15. It takes one 5-minute candle of consolidation before it does confirm. Now, again, typically I like to see the next candle confirm, but I'm not opposed to waiting up to 3 candlesticks to allowing a play to confirm. Now, again, to each his own. Whatever you want to put in your rule books is completely fine. The way I do it is just the way I do it. You know, again, what works for me might not work for you. Once we do confirm here at 8:15 in the morning, we are looking for a true one-to-one here at 24 points. That's the range of our reason why candle. We get that on the slide down. So essentially you could have taken 20 points here and 20 points here, 24 points there, which is totaling around 40 to 45 points out of the NQ. Now, my biggest thing would be to, if you're able to make anywhere between 20 and 50 points off the NASDAQ, and I'm not talking ticks, guys, I'm talking points. If you can make 20 points, even if you're trading one micro contract and you only made $40, let the days stack up, right? Get 10 days under your trading belt, build up a cushion of $400, $500 in profits, and then kind of slowly increase your size to 2 contracts, 3 contracts, so forth and so forth. There's no rush, especially if you're on a prop firm. There's no rush to go out there and make $1,000 a day. There's no rush to go out there and get paid next week. The whole goal here is to make sure that you're confident, make sure that you're comfortable, and make sure that you know what you're doing so that you can do this for a very, very long time. Now, again, these are 2 trades here that happen to work out. The next trade the next trade that happens is here at 10:20. It does quickly wick you in and then would have stopped you out. So this would be a loser here and you would have lost around 25 points on this potential trade. Now we're currently at 10:50 in the morning in an active 20 play here. It's a 31.5 point range. We're currently in the middle of this particular play here. Now, whether this play is going to work or not is yet to be determined. We still need to see, does it close below our reason why and continue to or continue to go higher? We don't know. But as I'm making this video here, it is an inactive 20 SMA play there. Again, right now you're back down to about break even. At one point in time, again, you would have been up. The high price here is 71 and the high price here is 91. It would have been up 20 points here. It was a 31 point range. So again, what I tell my traders and evolution traders is, guys, if you can get 15, 20, 25 points extremely quickly, just take your profits. Quit being a greedy son of a you know what, right? Guys, anytime you can identify something and push your chips to the table and manage risk, and you can take 10, 15, 20, 25 points, that's all you're looking to do. 2 or 3 trades and you're done for the day. Hell, even 1 trade if you're sized appropriately and you're done for the day. Again, our 200 period moving average is floating way up here. Our 20 period moving average is, you know, very disextended from the 200. So I would like to see this kind of curl back. Anytime you get this big wide gap here, price tends to gravitate back towards the middle of the range to kind of close this up. Your best trades will always come at a period of time when the 20 and the 200 is very, very close to each other. So you can see here off the open when the 20 and 200 are very, very tight and we're in a tight range. Okay, we're in a tight range. Once you break down through that range, that's when you get that real big disextension. But again, you know, that's something that I also teach in evolution traders. There was also a nice little bottom bouncer here. You can see the you can see the hammer candle here with an extended long wick. That provided a beautiful play into the supply zone here of the 20 SMA. You'll be locking up profits in that area and then re-jumping it back short here for the second leg. Again, these are all a little bit more advanced strategies once you start piecing together multiple entries, but I'm just trying to teach one particular play. That's this one, that's these 2 here, and that's this one here, right? So again, you know, when you really start to look at things, if you can take these 3 trades, but then you can add another tool to your belt where you're looking for this bottom play here, taking profits into supply, or where you're looking for a top here that fails to make a high back over the previous price, and you can jump this short using this swing high as a stop. You know, when you take this second leg down, bottom bounce here, and then using the 18,006 as a stop, kind of riding that back into supply, taking profits, and then getting back into the long position here, you can really start to see how you can piece together a day. So again, with that being said, if you want to trade with me each and every single day live or get access to the community or the rest of my strategies that I teach and you know, one-on-one coaching and mentorship, make sure to sign up down in the description box below. Also, if you guys are looking to become a funded trader, I work with Top Step, funded with Top Step, as well as Apex. I recommend both, depending on what you want to do, depending on your budget and the price that you want to spend. You know, either or. Those links are down in the description box below. I posted up some sweet little gains that I took on Apex as well as Top Step today. So again, the main thing is this, right? Protect yourself, have confidence, practice good risk management, backtest, 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 work on your emotional psychology. The rest is history. I'll see all of you guys on the inside.